I played 100 games of NHL 23, and this is what happened. Let's start this off by hopping into game number... Oh, okay. While hopping into game number 2, let's talk about the 3 reasons why I wanted to play 100 games in NHL 23. The first reason would be to see how good I am against other players. Obviously. The second reason is to see my record after these 100 games. And the third reason would be to see all the crazy glitches, goals, and scenarios that happen. So in game number 2, we give up a breakaway goal halfway through the first period, but we bounce back and score some incredible goals, and after the 5th goal to make it 5-2 in the 3rd period, our opponent decides to quit. Game number 3, we get the mirror match of Calgary versus Calgary, but I get the better of the 2 as I score 3 goals in the 1st period, and my opponent decides to quit. Game number 4 was a battle. I took the lead halfway through the game with a goal by Dylan Dubé. In the 3rd period, my opponent called me some not safe for YouTube names as I declined to fight him. But I would get my revenge as I score a disrespectful empty netter in the last minute to cause my opponent to quit. GG's. Game number 5, and my opponent decided to use Team Canada.
It's time to stop!
However, that would not save him as I go on to beat him 5-0 and outshoot him 26-4. And since I was so inspired by my opponent using an international team, I decided to use one too. Team Japan.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Now this game is a wild one. After getting a 2-goal lead, I blow that 2-goal lead in the last 10 minutes. With my opponent up 1 goal, the unthinkable happens. We get hit with a blue screen, and the blue screen was too much for my opponent as he decides to disconnect. So I don't know if I count that as a win with Japan, but we'll get back to them later in the video. Back with the Flames in game number 7, and we scored 2 goals in the 1st period with Kevin Rooney. That was enough to cause the opponent to quit. Game number 8, and the new reverse retro jerseys are in NHL 23. Let's check... Oh, come on. Now, since the new reverse retro jerseys are out, I wanted to take a look at all of them, but what better way to look at them than trying to get a win with every single team in the NHL?
Jesus Christ.
So in game number 9, we start our journey with the Anaheim Ducks, and this game was a little upsetting as I couldn't beat Carter Hart, and we beat the guy in every single statistic, but we still lost by 1 goal. Game number 10 is our 2nd try with the Anaheim Ducks, and I score one very early in the 1st period. The opponent plays out the 1st period and then quits at the end of it. GG's. Let's move on to Arizona. With Arizona, in game number 11, we score 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, and then our opponent takes a penalty and decides to quit. Game number 12, and we're moving on to the Boston Bruins. This was a pretty frustrating loss as it was so laggy the game even froze at some points. On the opponent's 2nd goal, I played perfect positioning, and I still couldn't pick off the pass. That would turn out to be the game-winning goal. Game number 13 is a wild one. A total of 6 goals, 3 fights back-to-back, and an own goal after a Michigan attempt? Okay. After a win with the Bruins, we're moving on to Buffalo in game number 14, and this one's a pretty easy one as my opponent quits after the 2nd goal late in the 2nd period. Game number 15, and we're back with the Calgary Flames. This game turned out to be an absolute banger as I tie the game in the last minute. But it gets even better because in the last second of the game, the opponent gives me the game-winning goal. Game number 16 was the closest game you could get as we go on to have the same amount of shots and only 20 seconds different in time on attack, but a 4-3 win with Carolina means we're moving on. To game number 17 with the Chicago Blackhawks, and we go up 3-0 and we give up 2 late goals, but we manage to hold on for the 3-2 win. Game number 18 is an interesting one to say the least, as it's a fairly even game all throughout the 1st period. And then my opponent disconnects? Game number 19 was a sloppy win, but a win nonetheless as we win 1-0 and we got some pretty good saves from Merzlinkins. Game number 20, and this one was sweaty. My opponent was using the Pacific All-Stars and his L2 button was hanging on for dear life. The game was tied 3-3 in the 3rd period, and then I scored this beautiful goal. That would go on to be the game winner as my opponent quits after an empty net goal. Game number 21 was a dominant win with Detroit as we win 3-0. And check out this funny bounce on the 3rd goal. Game number 22, and yes, another All-Stars user. However, the All-Stars could not save this guy as he rage quits after the 3rd goal in the 2nd period. How do people deal with, like, losing with the All-Star team? Like, how demoralizing is it that you use the best team in the game and still lose? We're moving on to Florida in game number 23, and we're only 23 games in, and I think I've seen it all. My opponent decides to rage quit after a fight. That's an easy 1-0 win. Let's move on. We're with the LA Kings in game number 24, and I kind of feel bad about this one. A high-scoring affair, and with me being up 5-4 in the last minute of the game blue screens, and my opponent quits. You gotta feel for him, though, because he had a pretty good chance to tie up the game. Game number 25, and we're with Minnesota, and this one was pretty upsetting. My opponent got an early lead in the 3rd period and decided to puck rag quite a bit. It's pretty frustrating when your opponent can only score cross-crease goals and puck rags when he has the lead, and so for that reason, this is one of the few times that I actually rage quit. But we get our revenge in game number 26 as we cause our opponent to rage quit after a 3-0 lead in the 2nd period. We're all done with Minnesota. Game number 27 with the Montreal Canadiens, and this was a pretty dominant win. Our opponent had a good push in the 3rd period, but it wasn't enough as we were able to hang on. Also, can we talk about this one punch from Kirby Dach? Game number 29, and it's a story I've already told before. We score in the 3rd period to go up 3-0, and another rage quit. GG's. Game number 30 is a very interesting one as we get the mirror match of the New York Islanders. I score the 1st goal of the game in the 1st period, and then my opponent disappears. He's still gone halfway through the 2nd period, and then he finally disconnects. GG's? Game number 31 with the New York Rangers, and this was a pretty dominant win. My opponent decides to rage quit after the 2nd goal, but he had to get some choice words in before he quit.
You, dude.
Y'all need Jesus.
And here comes DeBrincat on a 2-on. Oh my goodness, come on. Game number 33, and this was a real tough one. My opponent was very good, and he capitalized on all their chances, and I just couldn't get anything strung together, so we take the loss on that one. And game number 34 is a perfect example of why you don't puck rag. If you're new to the NHL franchise and you don't know what puck ragging is, basically what it means is you hide behind your net with the puck to kill time so the opponent can't get a chance. And in this scenario, my opponent was puck ragging behind the net to kill a penalty in overtime. And when you rag the puck, karma comes back to bite you. And moving on to game number 35 with the And moving on to game number 36 with the Pittsburgh Penguins. In this one, Tristan Jarry wanted to give me a little bit of a heart attack. Just like you, the viewer, are giving me a heart attack if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. This video has taken over 20 hours for me to make, so if you've gotten this far and you're enjoying it so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Back to the game, Tristan Jarry with less than 10 seconds to go lets in this weak angle shot to tie up the game. However, in the shootout, my puck was on a string, literally, and we clutch up to win the game. The exact opposite kind of game in number 37 with the San Jose Sharks, this time a 10-2 win. Moving on to game number 38, this time with the Seattle Kraken, and a pretty easy 4-0 win. We scored some beautiful goals in this game. And now I feel bad because in game 39, we played the exact same opponent and we completely dominated as the opponent barely had 1 minute of time on attack. We're now done with St. Louis. In game number 40, my opponent wanted to know if he was going to become a YouTube star. It sure is going on YouTube, and that's a 4-1 rage quit win with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game number 41, we decided to stream a few of the games. If you want to see more NHL 23 live, we stream once a week here on YouTube, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm using Toronto, this guy's using Colorado. Who's the real cheeser here? Who's the real cheeser? Game number 42 just sucked. My God, the stuttering. Dude! What do I do? Ah! Alright, third time's a charm with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and in game 43, we get a huge 4-0 win despite battling lag and terrible poke checks. We are now done with Toronto. Let's go. That's the game, boys. Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's a huge win. In game number 44, we're with the Vancouver Canucks, and we get another 4-0 win. It was a fairly even game. I just capitalized on my chances. Vancouver's done. A little reverse retro matchup. I like it. Respect. Oh my god, the dagger. The dagger. Game number 45 with the Vegas Golden Knights, and we're up 1-0, and we get a penalty shot. Or at least I thought we were going to get a penalty shot. Penalty shot? P-shot? Wait. No, don't quit. I got a penalty shot. No, dude. I had a penalty shot. I don't even want to talk about game number 46. Oh my god. No, Kuznetsov. I put so much faith in Kuznetsov, the AI. No. I put 9. I lost 9 RP. Game number 47 was a battle the entire game. My opponent went up 2-0, and I bounced back to make it 4-3. My opponent rage quit before the end of the second period. Washington's now done. Game number 48 was a very close game, and the opponent got a really weird animation on his goal, but we held on for the 2-1 win with Winnipeg. Also, who names their dog Mark?
Do you like your new toy?
So if you're keeping track at home, we started this challenge in game number 9 and finished it in game 48. That means we won a game with all 32 NHL teams in 40 games. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
So does that mean I get rewarded in game 49? Absolutely not. My opponent in game 49 was extremely good and exposed every mistake I made. GG's, I'll take my loss. But that means we're now at the halfway mark. Did I do anything exciting? No. Why did I choose Minnesota? I don't know. Did I win? Yep. But I have a new challenge now. Let's try to hit a mission. Okay. I want to score 1 Michigan goal before this video ends. So we try again in game number 52. And this game was pretty close, and then the floodgates opened. An 8-2 win, but no Michigan. So let's try again. And in game number 53, you couldn't have wrote the script better. That's right, a Michigan on the first shot on goal and a rage quit to follow. You could not have scripted that better. Game number 54, I just have no idea how I lost that one. I had some great scoring chances, and I just couldn't capitalize. I even dominated that game and still took the loss. But in game number 55, I got my sweet, sweet revenge. Game number 56 was an interesting one. It was a tie game until... well, ain't that a shame. Aha, we found the same opponent in game number 57, and it looks like we're changing sides this time. Oh, come on. Game number 58 was pretty solid. We scored a shorthanded goal in the last minute with Nikita Zadorov to go up 2, and that was enough to seal the deal. Game number 59 was just another game with no puck luck. I couldn't score on any of my chances, and let's talk about this unreal bounce for the game-winning goal for him. That sucks. Speaking of bounces, let's talk about the bounces in game number 60. These are my bounces. And these are his bounces. It was a close game, but I scored the game-winning goal with 5 seconds left. Not much to say about game number 61, a pretty straightforward game, an easy 6-3 win. Game number 62 was a very close game, and my opponent was pretty good, but I still managed the 2-1 win. Game number 63 was so sweaty. We took it to overtime and had possession the entire overtime period, waited for the opponent's mistake, and capitalized. That's a 2-1 win. Alright, game number 60... come on. Okay, let me start off game number 65 by saying how much I hate using goalies. By the way, how many cross creases did this guy score on? Let's take a look.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Also, I'm getting tired of constantly facing the Leafs and Oilers. McDavid ties this one in the last minute, but we win it in overtime from a goal by Bo Horvat. So now it's my turn to use Edmonton. and my opponent uses Tampa Bay. We still come away with a 3-2 win. And now it's my turn to use Toronto, and with an easy 3-1 win. Nice. Speaking of nice, game number 69.
Yeah, boy.
Except it wasn't very nice at all. Another Tampa Bay crutch, and I've never seen someone pocheck so much in my life. Can't say that I didn't try to win. Okay, so now it's my turn to use Tampa Bay in game 70, and my opponent uses Montreal. Well, now I feel bad, but an easy 3-1 win nonetheless. If you wanted to see an example of ice tilt, well, I got one for you in game 71. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't quit much in this video, but I just couldn't stand how much the puck was stuck to this guy. Hey, another Oilers user.
Bye, have a great time.
Game 74 was interesting because I have never seen someone try and force as many cross creases as this guy. Yikes. Game number 75 was a quick one. I go up early 2-1 in the first period, and my opponent quits. On to the next game. Is that an all-star team user? I haven't seen one in like 50 games. They still got bodied. You can tell over the next few games that these games were starting to get to me. I just couldn't do it in this one. He was an Oilers crutch, ragging the puck in the corner, getting every single bounce. I'm sorry, my sanity is just more important. Game number 78, and we have the mirror match, Carolina versus Carolina. Unfortunately, I got the upper hand this time. GG's. Game number 79 is my first game back in a few days after taking a break, and I cannot believe I lost this one. I dominated him in every category, and I had him on his heels the entire game, but he scored an early cross crease goal, and that would be the only goal of the game. I was so annoyed with that loss. And after a loss like that, all you can do is hope you can bounce back. And in game number 80, the final dagger was an own goal after I poked it off him in front of the net. That was a good 3-0 win. In game number 81, I think my opponent was a little happy about that one.
Days it ending, why?
What?
This guy had one game plan, and it didn't matter if it was covered, he still found a way. This game was cool. In number 82, it was the Battle of New York. And fortunately, for me, I got the better of the two teams, and we went off a rage quit in the third period to go up 3-0. Now, the next two games are the closest I got to just canceling this video idea completely. In game number 83, my opponent's internet was so bad, and then the game disconnected me, and it counted me for a loss when I was up 1-0. Now, I use wired internet on my Xbox, and I've never disconnected from a game. That's a load of garbage. But it gets even better in game 84 because, Markstrom, what are you doing? He decides to go for a skate in the last minute of a 2-2 tie, which ends up costing me. Alright, Zoo, keep it together. There's only 16 games left. A quick reset and a good bounce back in game number 85 as we go up 4-0 late in the second period to cause a rage quit. And for those of you asking why I don't use top tier teams, this is why.
Wow, bro, you're Colorado? For real?
Game number 86 might be the most insane and just frustrating game I played out of these 100 games. The shots in this game were 17-12. Would you like to guess what the score was? Well, I quit the game when he scored to make it 7-1.
Oh, hell no!
My goalie couldn't stop a beach ball, a shoplifter. He couldn't even make it for a four-way intersection. I couldn't get a bounce to save my life. I have absolutely no words for this game. But that's okay because in game number 87, my opponent scored on himself for the first goal of the game and quit. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. And in the dying minutes of game number 88 on a delayed penalty, I score a fantastic goal in the rush with Anthony Duclair to go up 2-1. My opponent quits for the second game in a row. Same guy, too. Going into game number 90, my opponent had one game plan going into the game. Cross crease.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Unfortunately for him, I buried one late to go up 3-2, and that's all she wrote. All right, here we are, the last 10 games. Let's end on something special. I want to win with Japan. I told you they'd come back in this video. And in game number 91, I had such a good chance, but I had a 3-2 late in the third period and the game got away from me. Which leads me to ask myself this question. Why did I wait until the higher rankings to try and win with Japan?
Stupid.
Actually, I take that back. It doesn't matter. Because in game number 92, we did it. This game was incredible. I was dominating in every category, drawing penalties, playing fantastic in my own zone while defending the corner camper, and I managed to force a rage quit after going up 3-1 in the third period. In game number 92, I felt a lot more confident with players that could actually skate. My opponent tapped in the 3-1 goal for me early in the third period and quit. On to the next one. This game was another definition of ice tilt, but for me this time. Another Tampa Bay user, but I completely dominated on shots and time on attack. He rage quit after the third goal. GG's. This game is dumb and stupid. Why, you ask? Well, my opponent scores one early off of a dumb bounce. I dominate the rest of the game, but I can't bury a goal on 19 shots. I have over double time on attack. All of a sudden, we both blue screen after my pause. It fixes, but my opponent is glitched. So to fix it, I score myself. He then lets me score on him, but then I couldn't bury one more to tie it. GG's. And to make matters worse, in game number 96, this might be the most devastating loss of the whole video. I absolutely dominated this game. Countless scoring chances. Vasi made some unreal saves, but I lost to a muffin wrister in overtime. Why is it that every time I pick Carolina, I get matched with another Okay, never mind. And in game number 98, this is just one of those games that you hate to lose. Such a good battle all the way to the shootout, a questionable goal to win the game. Let me know in the comments if you think he stopped the forward momentum or not. And in game number 99, Spencer Knight cannot stop anything. I have 5 more shots and 6 times my opponent's time on attack, and Spencer Knight lets in 3 on 6 shots. I love that for me. But here we are, game number 100. I want to end on a Michigan, so I decide to choose the all-star team one time to go for Michigan. But instead, I get paired up with the sweatiest kid on the console. I even took the liberty of messaging him and telling him I would let him win, but he didn't care. He would poke me every Michigan attempt, and he would still cross crease. So, do we end on that note? No. I played 100 games of World of Chel in NHL 23, and this is what happened. And I hope you got your snacks ready because we're starting this video with a banger. While getting into game number 2, let's talk about the 3 reasons why I wanted to play 100 games in World of Chel. Number 1 being I want to see how good I am against my online opponents. Obviously. Number 2 being I want to see how much I grow and level after playing 100 games. And number 3 being all the crazy scenarios that happen in the 100 games. So in game number 2, we start out a little rough being down 2-0 after the first, but we score 4 straight goals to take the lead, including the go-ahead goal by me. We hang on for the 4-3 win. Game number 3, we get our first encounter with truculence users.
Oh, brother!
If you're new to the NHL franchise, truculence is an X factor that grants exceptional stability and an assist on shoulder checks. Long story short, it's broken. This game was pretty unfortunate, seeming that my teammate was pretty clueless and wasn't even in the play half the time. I tried my hardest, but we still lost 4-2. So in preparation for the massive amounts of truculence users, I decided to build an anti-truculence build. Too bad in game number 4, none of our opponents had truculence.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That clearly worked to our advantage, as after I scored the 5th unanswered goal, our opponents quit. Back to the dangler build in game number 5 and a nice little 3-1 win. My teammates were both below level 40, and after they saw me score the first goal, they pretty much fed me the puck the entire game. A couple big boys against me. Wait, so it's time to try out the anti-truculence build. Reverse hitting in this game is honestly pretty fun, and these guys allow not just 1, but 2 dunks against them. Easy 6-2 win. Also, shout out to our human goalie who only let in 2 goals on 18 shots. Good job. A heartbreaking loss in game number 7. We got matched up against Elite 1s, which is the highest rank in the game. We had the lead midway through the third period, but 2 quick goals put us on our heels and we couldn't make a comeback. Opponents using truculence in game 8, so you know what that means.
Yeah, boy.
This build is honestly so much fun as I had a bunch of reverse hits. I also scored 4 goals and we had a 5-4 win. This time, instead of getting paired against an Elite 1, I get an Elite 1 on my team.
Nice.
And that pretty much sealed our opponent's fate as we got a rage quit in the third period after we went up 4-1. And going into game number 10, we had the exact same team, and our opponent's levels are combined 15. They rage quit midway through the first period when we went up 2-0. This is literally the entire recording of game 11. That's it. There's nothing else. And I'm back with the same team in game number 12, and we force our opponents to rage quit off a Michigan goal. You love to see it. Game number 13 was just a solid game as I got a point on every single goal we scored, and we won 5-3. And game number 14 was a really good game as well. Pretty sure that won't be the case for all these games. I scored 4 goals, including this beautiful penalty shot, and we came away with a 6-2 win. I was definitely right, because game 15, what do I even say at this point? A toxic teammates forcing our goalie to leave.
Leave the game, goalie, please.
The guy was a puck hog. Everything they shot went in. I was stuck playing defense half the game defending 3-on-1s. I left after 6-0 in the second period. Game number 16 was an absolute grind. It was tied at 2 in the third period and I scored the go-ahead goal, but they tied it up shortly after, so we head to overtime. And in overtime, I made the perfect breakout setup and my teammates capitalized on the 2-on-1. This one was a quickie.
That's what she said.
Me and my teammates click and we go up 3-0 midway through the first period. Our opponents leave. GG's. And what do you know, in game number 18, another rage quit in the first period after 3 goals. This is really starting to feel like my online versus 100 games video, which if you haven't seen that one yet, check it out after this video. Alright, this is just getting silly at this point. Another rage quit after a 3-0 lead. Well, hey, we actually made it to 5 goals this time instead of 3, but that's all we'd get because another rage quit ensued. We didn't even get to the puck drop in game number 22 because our teammate was terrified of the elite player on the other team, and they quit before the puck was dropped. This game was extremely close as we held on for the 2-1 win. However, things were looking very dicey near the end, but we held on for the W. Game number 24 was interesting. The two opponents double teamed me the entire game, teabagged me every chance they got, and my teammate, man, he was just lost. He skated away from every loose puck, and he covered the guy I was covering in the defensive zone. It's pretty much just useless. I gave up on this game about 10 minutes in. Alright, we're up against the elites that we didn't get a chance to play 3 games ago. Let's see what happens. Well, we scored an early goal, and then we shortly realized what their game plan was. This is what happened after we shut down the cross crease.
Bye, have a great time.
Alright, we're gonna switch things up and we're gonna hop into clubs 3v3s now. This first game was pretty laggy, but we still managed to get a 4-3 win. Oh my god. Oh my.
God.
Ew.
Ew.
That was
legitness.
That was legitness.
Game number 27 was a heartbreaker. A loss in double overtime in a placement game. The team we played was very good. They made crucial poke checks and capitalized on that for the game-winning goal.
Oh God.
Another poach
no
check.
way, man.
Dude.
Oh my god.
The opposite of that in game 28, which was a very fun and physical game. I wanted to show the boys the power of the anti-truculence build. Safe to say, it definitely worked.
Easy.
Oh, baby.
Is that koozie?
My first goal of the night, boys.
You're trash, kid. Get good.
And we're back to dropping in game number 29. Now I'm starting to understand the stereotype around teal. Let's see here. Turnover in the slot. Beat as the last man back. And what was that? Oh my god. My teammates quit after the 5-0 goal. And in game number 30, my teammate quit on the first goal against. Awesome. Great gaming experience. With some good teammates and trying out a new defenseman build, my teammate forced a rage quit off of one of the nicest pivot goals I've seen in a while. Game number 32, we're up against another elite, and my teammate is level 16. Let's see how this plays out. To start, my teammate is AFK. Awesome. They then take an early lead, but I tie it up at 1, and then my teammate leaves. Nice. Also, I don't like this camera angle. I thought I'd try something different, but we're going back to the old one. I didn't even get to see the levels because I got thrown into this game immediately, and oh my god. Well, let's play it out. Down 1-0, we brought it back to a tie game, but unfortunately, they scored one halfway through the third. And then this happened. If you guys are watching this video, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh my god, I finally got good teammates. And that was an easy 4-2 win. It's fun to be able to be creative in the offensive zone and not have to worry about if my teammates are going to be out of position. Tough start in game number 35 as we go down 1-0 early to 2 truculence users. But I scored a natural hat trick which caused their defenseman to leave, and then my 4th straight goal was enough to cause the rage quit. Something that I didn't expect before making this video is that most of these games don't actually make it the full 60 minutes. As you can see here, after our 4th goal to go up 4-2, we got another rage quit. Well, me and a human goalie versus a full team.
Oh, hell no!
Let's see how this goes. Against all odds, after ending the second period up 4-3, we were actually able to force a rage quit. Awesome. And the opposite of awesome in game number 38 as I was getting headhunted by truculence.
This is not right. This is not cool.
And my goalie couldn't stop a beach ball. He quit after the 4th goal on 6 shots. Ugh. I can't even catch a break. I had a silver 3 teammate that takes penalties like this, and a human goalie that lets in goals like this. I'm not even looking for good teammates at this point, just competent ones. You know what? If I can't have good teammates, why even have teammates at all? So let's hop into One's Eliminator, which by the way is my least favorite game mode in World of Chel. But let's just try it. We score a beautiful pivot goal to open the scoring, and that would honestly be all as I move on to the second round. And in the second round, we get absolutely folded by a former elite. Yeah, if you thought I was going to be playing this game mode 100 times, you're mistaken. So we're back into drop-ins in game 42, and we start out with a 2-goal lead, but we absolutely fumble the bag and lose 5-4 to puck raggers. Also, my defenseman decides to rip into me about trying to block a pass. Tell me why I'm in the wrong when I'm the winger and the last one back. Who cares if I'm screening the goalie? At least I'm playing defense?
You just don't believe me, eh? Like, you literally screen the goalie when you do that. Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Finally, a glimpse of hope here as we're facing a human goalie, and we get a rage quit while being up 4-0 in the 3rd period. Finally! Alright, I'm going for a Michigan on this penalty shot. Come on, bro. The worst part about random teammates is that if you go deeper than the offensive zone hash marks, the other team's going the other way in scoring. As a winger, I shouldn't have to worry about being the last man back every single time. I have an AI defenseman and a center who was maybe in our defensive zone for a combined 30 seconds. The result? A 9-6 loss.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, back with the fellas in game number 46 and an absolute dogfight, which brings us to overtime tied 5-5. This is what I tell the boys. Gotta start laying the body. Like no poking. Like if you're next to the guy, use your right stick and not the poke check. And what happens? Nice save. Ah, you tripped up.
Man. Sorry, we don't go for a poke.
Never poke again. Oh my god.
Heartbreaker.
Weak goal.
Another nail biter in game 47 as the opposition gets this extremely lucky goal to tie it and send it to overtime.
No way.
No way! Oh, wait.
Kicking motion.
Kicker goal interference. Kicker goal interference. I don't know.
Wow.
And in typical EA fashion, truculence always wins. Oh my Christ, man! I'm so sick of truculence, man. So in response to that, I made an absolutely rude defensive defenseman build, and I put it to good use. I had 14 hits, but I also scored 2 goals, including the game winner. GG's.
Shit. Nice. Ain't no woman like a... Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, let's go!
We wanted to mess around a little bit, so in game number 49, we switched to drop-in. With Christian in net, we brought it to overtime, and some magic from Jackson.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm loving it, loving it. Oh my god.
Yes!
Let's go!
Let's go.
W!
We are now at the halfway mark at game number 50. And if you've gotten this far, hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more 100 games videos, make sure to subscribe as well. Let's change things drastically and play goalie. 1 shot against in the first period, 4 saves in the second period.
What a save.
But I let one in during the third. We still forced a rage quit in the third period though, so GG's. Nice call. Bye-bye.
Yeah, easy.
And in game 51, there's an enforcer with truculence on their team. Does he know the anti-truculence build? Stand up to me. You sit down too. Absolutely not. We walk away with a 4-3 win. An atrocious way to play hockey by my opponents. But it doesn't even matter, because we walked away with a 4-1 win. They're trying for the pivot to the cross crease is what they're trying, but they're not getting it.
Yeah, but
well, that's what they're using it to their advantage. See how he's able to protect the puck out wide? It's because he's huge. But I'm just gonna stay put, and I'm not gonna let them pivot like that. That's a W. That's a W.
2 dubs in net. Let's go.
Game number 53 is a little bit different because Jackson is well, he's Jackson. It's my turn to play goalie, and Jackson, our defenseman, is nowhere to be seen. He's at the hash marks when they go the other way with the puck, and I'm left out to dry. To game number 54, where we're up against the same diamond that cooked us. It's time for the dramatics.
Oh my! Yes! Let's go, baby!
And in overtime, heroics.
Please! Yes! Yeah, please! Let's go!
It's game number 55, and Jackson, well, he's caused us to lose our minds. Oh my god. Yeah, Jackson! You have one job in this game. You. Oh, Jackson, I hate you. I hate you, Jackson. Like, on God, if I'm covering a guy, the AI should know not to cover the same guy. This kid's actually chasing me when I'm behind my own net. I want a Michigan on my own goalie! Wait, how did he not get interference there? Stockpile! Jesus Christ. You can tell we've lost our minds. Regardless, we decide to go back to clubs in game number 56, and we go up with a 5-0 lead, and we almost throw it away, but we hold on for the 5-4 win. This was a weird game to say the least. Their goalie was standing on his head in the first, but we finally found a way to beat him. Unfortunately, they found a way to beat our goalie too. But nevertheless, we held on for a 6-5 win. And in game number 58, this one was just no contest from the start. And a rage quit after the second period while being up 6-1 proves just that. And an even larger domination in this one as our opponents couldn't even make it through the whole first period. A 5-0 rage quit win for the fellas. And the boys continue to dominate as we cruise through game number 60 with an 8-3 win. A heartbreaker in game 61 as I score midway through the second period to open the scoring. But in the third period, I take a careless penalty and they tie it up on the ensuing penalty shot. And then, I'm the last man back on a breakaway, and they capitalize, sealing our fate with a 2-1 loss. A battle of the human goalies, but luckily for us, our goalie knew how to stay in the net. Unlike the opposition, we walk away with a 6-4 win. A full team collapse in game 63 as we start the game up not 1, not 2, but 3-0. Despite that, we throw away the lead and somehow manage to lose 5-4. It's time to switch up the vibes. So in game number 64, the boys decide to throw on the big boy builds and hit everything that moved. And in the process, we walked away with not only 33 hits, but a 5-3 win as well. But no hit in this video compares to you, the viewer, hitting that subscribe button. These 100 games videos usually take about 40 to 50 hours to make, so if you enjoy the content and want to see more 100 games, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Game number 65 might have been the easiest win of my life, as I protect the puck to a T, score the first goal, and they leave. Okay.
Oh god, I'm lagging.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh.
Please leave after that. Oh my god, no way.
No way.
28 hits in game number 66. Can you tell the boys have lost their minds yet?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to call for that. I was trying to
Yeah, I need
pass.
health.
I thought I had it. You need health?
No. I mean, sorry, I'm playing too much Wild Hearts. Need a heal. Need a heal.
Heals. I need it.
Animation. Animation.
Head up. Head up.
Oh my god. I can't hit this kid.
Hit everyone. Oh!
I can't hit this kid.
A new record of hits in game number 67 with 55 hits. 55 total hits in that game. Somehow we only won 1-0. Oh, nice poke. Woo.
Thanks.
Nice hit. There it is. Nice. Individual effort, baby.
8 hits in 3 games this week for Big Month. Let's get those hits up. Get those numbers
Get those
up.
numbers up. Rookie numbers.
Okay. I've got truck.
No!
Oh, wow.
So much for getting those numbers up. Game number 69. Nice. You want to know what else is nice? Beating elites.
That's...
No, I wanted the P shot.
I don't give a shit. I want that.
Yes! We made Reds quit, dude. Let's go. The only thing I have written down for notes in game number 70, and I quote, "This game sucks." But I think I can see why. How does he still have it? And we're getting a penalty out of that. This game is bro.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Game number 71 was over before the puck even dropped. 2 players under level 30. They quit in the second period when it was 5-0. Every single goal in that game was unassisted.
Oh, they quit.
Another dominating win here. It may have only been 3-2, but we outshot them 24-8 and out time on attack them 13 to 3 minutes. Get my takeover. Go, baby.
Fucked. Let's go.
My takeover.
Takeover engaged.
All right, another chance for a Michigan. Here we... Come on! Another dominating matchup as the other team practically gave up in the second period. And we took the 3-2 win with almost tripling their time on attack. Dump. Nice play. Nice play.
Oh my.
What a play.
Oh, let's go.
All right, another chance against the Elite Ones, and this time a tidy 5-1 rage quit win. Can't argue with that.
You got him, you got him. Let him cook.
Oh, baby. And once again, we're playing against elites, and this time a really frustrating loss as we dominated in every category, but somehow the game decided it didn't want me to play the big build with penalties like these.
Yeah. You got lobster.
I was trying to. We got a penalty shot. Or no? They have a shot? What? For what?
For what?
What? I was protecting the puck! I hate this game. I never let go of the A button. I was holding it the whole time. So after a devastating loss and getting screwed over in the last game, what do I decide to do this time? Another rage quit after a 2-0 lead on 2 shots. GG's. In game number 78, I scored to tie it up 2-2, and, well...
Well, it doesn't usually. What happened to that guy?
I don't give a I'm capitalizing. He lagged out.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Another game where I wrote down very vague notes, but I'll read exactly what it says. Ice tilt, leading in all categories, losing 3-1, fun. Alright, and the garbage continues in game number 80 as they score not 1, not 2, but 3 cross-crease goals while we're covering the passing lane. My teammates decide to quit on me. Nice. This might be the first time I've ever seen an entirely full game that everyone stayed until the end. Like, we're talking all positions filled, even goalies. Unfortunately for the other team, they probably should have left after the first 3 minutes. The final score of the game, I'm not even joking, 17-5. Like, I'm serious.
That was a hockey game.
In game number 82, our opponent came into the lobby saying that we had no chance, and going down 2-0 early, it seemed like it. Yeah, right. And in game number 83, my teammate didn't appreciate being matched up against elites and decided to quit before puck drop. Alright. Game number 84, up against elites again, and another heartbreaker as we go down in the first 2-0, but bring it back to a 3-3 game. They score one late in the third period, and then of course the puck ragging ensues. Wait a damn minute! That's the same puck ragger from game 33! If you guys are watching this video, you should be ashamed of yourself. Come on, man. We followed a few storylines in these 100 games. For example, terrible matchmaking, lots of rage quitting, but one that stays consistent throughout these 100 games, Teal is just terrible. We have a 3-2 lead in the third period, and he causes not only the tying goal, but the go-ahead goal as well. And we end up losing the game 5-4. In game number 86, it definitely seemed like it was going downhill fast after the play of my teammate, but we managed to get some chemistry together, and that showed after the opponent's rage quit when we went up 4-2 in the third period. Nice. I don't even know what just happened. Let me just play game 87 out.
Me and the other goalie were roommates. He's in the other room here.
And this right here is the only thing that happened in game 88. Are we even going to be able to finish this 100 games? Alright, we finally found a working get. Are you joking? I decided to wait a few hours and then hop on a stream to play a few games. Which, by the way, we stream once a week here on YouTube, so if you want to see games like this live, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we go live. And the first game on stream, and my team played like poop. Let's just watch it unfold. Hit me on, dump it. You're gonna toe drag as the last man back in our own zone. You're gonna toe drag as the last man back in our own zone. Alright, my teammates just quit, so. Great game, chat. Great game. Game number 91 was a great game all around. We got paired up with a pretty good defenseman, and we forced a rage quit up 4 in the second period. What an animation, bro. Okay, chat, I'm going for the Michigan P shot. Okay, we're up 4-0. Might as well, right? No! Don't quit! I want my penalty shot. Come on! I finally got a chance for a P. Damn it! Why? Bro, not this again. Come on. Oh, what the hell? EA? Please. Is being down 3-1 in the first period a valid reason to quit? Let's see what I think about that. I mean, I'll take that. Nice. I will definitely take that. No way they quit. No way they quit. It's only 3-1 in the first. No way! In game number 94, I got matched up with this kid. And, yeah, he runs the show now.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know what to think anymore. This kid can have my YouTube account. He makes better content than me. Bro, I can't even say nothing anymore. What the f?
Y'all need Jesus.
What are they feeding kids nowadays?
Don't shoot it at my goalie before I come in there and beat your apple.
Beat your apples, dude. Sheesh. Ooh. Went for it.
If you did that, I would literally give you $20, bro.
$20?
No! Don't score!
My head hurts. My team is driving me crazy in this one. Teal isn't getting the puck out, countless turnovers, but I had to clutch up for the fellas. Let's go, baby. Oh my god. Oh, I thought we were going to lose that one. Unfortunately, I lost the footage for game number 96, but let's just move on. An absolute battle in game number 98 as we were down 2-0, but then we brought it up to 4-2, but lose a heartbreaker 6-5. But in game number 99, we're back and dropping with the boys that helped me throughout this video. I am so grateful for them because it truly made playing these 100 games bearable. And in this one, a 7-6 win. Oh, I'm dead. Let's go. It's a drop pass. And here we are, game number 100. You know I had to strap the pads on for this one. First period was a little rough as I let in the first shot on goal, but in the second, the fellas exploded for goals, giving us a good lead. And in the third, I let in 2 breakaways, but it didn't matter. We won the game 6-3, and I ended up with a 750 save percentage. Not bad. Let's go, boys. So, what level did we finish up with after playing 100 games? Well, we started at Prestige 1 level 31, and ended with, drumroll please, Prestige 2 level 14. That's kind of underwhelming. I played 100 games of shootout mode in NHL 23, and here's what happened. Kicking off our journey with the Anaheim Ducks, and we get blanked on the board and lose 2-0. Hopefully that isn't how the other 99 games are gonna go. And in game number 2, the exact same opponent, and the exact same score. Oh boy. Game number 3 and I have poor connection against my opponent. I'm sure that won't matter too much, right? My first opponent using an all-star team. Ew. Ew! What the f***? This game goes to extra shooters and I bury one with Josh Morrissey to give us our first win of the challenge. Game 5 with the Capitals was definitely a weird one. I go ahead with a goal from Ovechkin, but my next attempt with Oshie doesn't count? Regardless, my opponent chose blocker side all of his 5 shots and we stopped them all, giving us the win. In game number 6, my opponent scores 2 on his first 2 attempts, and that would seal the deal as I wasn't creative enough to get past his good goaltending. I can already tell that my lack of skills in net are going to make this challenge a bit tougher than I thought it would be. Game number 7 is a wild one. In extra shooters, my opponent loses the puck on a deke, so I throw away my next shot as a sign of respect. He then throws away the puck on his next attempt. Kinda weird. My next shot, I get absolutely robbed on a standstill toe drag, and he goes bar down on a beauty backhand goal. GG's. Poor connection strikes again in game number 8, as in a tie game, I go to pivot with Mark Stone, but the game lags and I make a spin move instead, losing my shot. My opponent buries the game winner with the very next attempt. That was tough to watch. But our bad luck finally ends with the Golden Knights as we score this beautiful game winner with William Karlsson to finally give us a win with Vegas. Game number 10 with the Canucks, and it's scoreless up until the final shooter, but we have no problem burying one with Besser, and we get a win with Vancouver on our first try. Now with the Leafs, and I get inches away from scoring twice, but I just can't bury anything and lose to yet another All-Stars user. And in game number 12, I just straight up lost. My opponent was nasty, scoring a couple real nice goals, and I was just rattled as yet again I was blanked on the scoreboard. Man, I suck. Same opponent in the next game, and the exact same result. Man, I really suck. A battle of the Leafs in game number 14, but I had the better Toronto team as I bury 3 goals, play some good goaltending, and walk away with the win. Same opponent in the next match, but unfortunately Vasilevsky decides he doesn't want to play goalie anymore, and he watches 2 goals go right by him. And we lose this one. Oh my god, I have to use Martin Jones? My opponent buries his first 3 shots, and that's all she wrote. I take back everything I said about Martin Jones because in game number 19, he made not 1, not 2, not 3, no, not 4, but 5 saves, giving us the 1-0 win with Seattle. Game number 20 was a scary one, as after I buried a goal with Barabanov to get the lead, my monitor actually turned off. I was able to see what I was doing on my second monitor, but it had a 6-second delay. Fortunately, my opponent skated right into me and I stopped it. We buried the game winner with a good goal from EK65. Hey, Sharks Gaming, you like what you see? Give me a call. Not sure what my opponent was doing in game number 21, as he basically gave me the win off my goal in round 4. We take those. Once again, my opponent was so free in net, gifting me 2 goals and an easy win with Philly. Now with the Ottawa Senators, and I score a really pretty Datsuk goal with Brady Tkachuk, and I blank my opponent on the other end. I'm definitely starting to feel better about my goaltending, even though the first few games were pretty rough. A battle of the Rangers in game number 24, and even though my opponent apparently shot a puck right through me in round 4, I was still able to walk away with the win from a bottle popper by Tarasenko. In game number 25, I don't think my opponent was very happy about me beating him in this one.
No. Fucking shootout, you suck, guys. Hesitation.
He invited me to play again, so of course I had to run it back. But in this one, I couldn't get a save for the life of me, so we lose that one. It's now 1-1. But you know I had to clutch up for the win, and I did just that as I scored a great jump deep goal to seal the deal and win the series 2-1. GG's to my opponent. Game number 28 was an interesting one, as lag completely ruined my first shot, and Saros doesn't even try to stop with the second goal. But we score 3, including the game winner in the 5th round to get a win with Nashville. In game number 29, we get matched up with a pretty good player, and the game is tied in the final round. He scores to put the pressure on me, so I come in with Mike Hoffman and... What was that? My brain just fell apart. But in the next game, Mike Hoffman gets his revenge as we score a beautiful Datsuk flip goal to seal the deal and get us the win with Montreal. Game number 31 went deep as I scored to break the tie in the 9th round. I only allowed 2 goals on 9 attempts as we shut the door and get a win with Minnesota. The next game, however, I just couldn't bury anything. I scored a really nice goal on the 4th attempt, but to keep the shootout going, I nailed the post, and we lost a heartbreaker. But we get our revenge in game number 33 as we score twice, and we don't allow a single goal and grab the win with the Kings. Game number 34 might have been the easiest game so far, as I scored 3 goals on 4 attempts, and my opponent skated in a straight line every single time. Oh well, that's a win with Florida. In game number 35, we match up with yet another All-Stars user. And in the 5th round, my opponent scores this lousy backhander to go up 1. I answer the call with Evander Kane to send it to extras. And in the extras, I bury one with Bouchard to walk away with the win. Another easy game, this time with Detroit. I scored 3 straight, and I also stopped 3 straight. Let's move on. I feel like I just bullied a little kid. Listen to his reaction after my goal with Jason Robertson.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Regardless, an easy win with Dallas. Game 38 scared me as I had 4 separate opportunities to win and I couldn't capitalize. On my 5th attempt, however, I made no mistake and buried one with Line, giving us the win with Columbus. This one was a bit frustrating, as not only was it stuttering a bit, causing me to miss some shots, but 2 separate times I felt like I was in a great position to make a save, and it still went in. Regardless, I score in extra shooters and make a save, and we move on from Colorado. And now we're moving on to... Oh god, the Blackhawks? Peter Mrazek can't make a single save for me, and we get bullied by a Tampa Bay user. Let's run it back. And we do just that in game 41, as we're tied going into the 5th round. But Taylor Radish buries one behind Shesterkin, and Mrazek finally makes a save, giving me the win with Chicago. But then we have another rough game, this time with the Hurricanes. 3 straight misses for me, and 3 straight goals for them. That's kind of frustrating.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
And in game number 43, things are looking scary here as my opponent is using an alumni team. He scores 2 goals early, but I managed to tie it in the 5th round. We go to extras, and like we've seen before, I score to go up 1, and I shut the door on the other end. Finally, a W with Carolina. Unfortunately, my recording program crashed in the middle of game 44, so I lost the footage. But as you can see, we got the win with my favorite team, the Calgary Flames. And now we're on to Buffalo against, oh my god, another All-Star team? That's 7 All-Star or alumni teams I've played in less than 50 games. Despite that, we were able to come away with the win with the Sabres. Speak of the devil, we're up against another alumni team. But Brad Marchand, the rat, doing rat things, scores the winning goal. Alright, the Arizona Coyotes. I struggled a bit in net in this one after letting in 2 goals on 3 shots, but soon realized this guy was only going forehand. After discovering that, I made the last 2 saves, and we walked away with the win. And that leaves us with just Anaheim, which we had so many problems with to start the video, but in this one, we got an easy 2-1 win. So if you haven't realized yet, what I was trying to accomplish was to get a win with every single NHL team. And that means we got a win with all 32 teams in just 48 games. So to celebrate, it's my turn to use an all-star team. That's right, Team Japan. I've got a lot of love for Team Japan after getting a win with them in my first 100 games video, which by the way, if you want to see those videos, it's up in the top right corner. And to my surprise, magic would happen as we went on our first attempt with Team Japan. I was expecting that to take a lot longer. So, what do I do now? I know! Let's get a win with every single international team. So in game number 50, we start our next journey with Team Austria. And surprisingly, we come away with an easy 3-1 win against the Rangers. I would like to apologize to my opponent in game 51, because next on our list is Team Canada. Of course, I had to win the shootout attempts. Luckily enough, we still managed to get the win. A little international battle in game number 55. My opponent is Team USA, meanwhile I'm, Team France. Believe it or not, we walked away with an easy 2-0 win. Game 56 and we're with Team Germany now. My only good shooter is Leon Draisaitl, who I completely butchered his attempt in the first round. But nevertheless, we score on our next 3 and walk away with the win. This game was a heartbreaker. Up against the same Team USA user, and I'm stuck this time with Great Britain. My goalie can't make a save for the life of me, and we lose in the 7th round. I don't even want to talk about game 58. Let's just see their game-winning goal. However, we get a rematch with the same opponent, and each player was scoring at will. Until my goalie made a tackle that would have made Ray Lewis proud, giving us the win with Britain. Thank God, I thought that was going to go on forever. But let's not get too excited here, as next on our list is Team Hungary. Hungary? Is it Hungary or... I don't know. Wait, never mind, that was an easy 4-goal win. What? This is the nightmare stretch, as next up is Team Italia. Taking on the Devils, we get a pretty solid 3-2 win. I told you this is the nightmare stretch, because next up is Team Kazakhstan. However, we scored on every single shot, giving us the easy win. Continuing the nightmare stretch in game number 63, we're with Team Korea, and we let the first one in, but we stopped the next 3 and buried 3 on 4 shots, and we got another win. Absolutely rattled by this one, as we're in extra shooters with Team Latvia. Just take a peek at this game-winning goal. However, in game 67, we got swept as I couldn't find the back of the net once. I'm not even going to blame the whole game on lag, but it definitely played a factor, seeming I couldn't even move my goalie on the first attempt for 5 seconds. And in game number 68, I somehow managed to get paired up with Estor, who's a pro player from Sweden. Let's hear his reaction to us using Poland.
Wait, this guy's a YouTuber. Why is he playing with Poland?
Unfortunately, we only scored the 1 goal and then fell apart in between the pipes. GG's to Estor. Game number 69. Nice. And you know what's even more nice? Finally getting a win with Poland. I took the walk to Poland. On to Slovakia now, and my goodness, this was easily the laggiest game I ever played. Look how many stutters there were. Fortunately, I buried every shot I took, and we got the win. Now on to Slovenia, and of course, the same opponent, which means the same stuttering and lag. Sadly, we got burnt in this one, including my opponent's disgusting Datsuk flip goal. But in game 72, we put on an absolute clinic with Slovenia, including these first 2 beautiful goals. Easy win. Now we're on to Team Sweden. Next match is against Team Canada, but it's the World Juniors Team Canada instead. That's a spicy pick by my opponent. I may or may not have been trying to get too fancy in this one, so we're forced to extra shooters, but there was never a doubt as we come out with a win as Team Sweden. Game 74 has us with Team Switzerland, and we make absolutely no mistake with this one, burying 3 goals on 4 shots and getting the win. And now we're on to Team Ukraine, and my opponent's first 2 shots, I could swear I was in position, but we tightened up the goaltending, buried all but 1 shot, and walked away with another win. And that leaves us with the last international team, Team USA. This one was a tight game, but we took it to extras, and we got a win again. So that means we won with all 22 international teams in only 29 games. That's pretty dang good. Now, we have a special guest coming at the end of this video, so stick around for the final games. But in the meantime, let's keep on going. In game number 77, we're back with normal teams, and we get into a really tight matchup. Unfortunately, I missed my flying poke check on the winning goal, so we lose a tough one. And in the next game, we're with Dallas, and my opponent was AFK. I buried the first shot, and he quit immediately after. Okay. I could not tell you what my opponent was doing in game 79, as I scored 2 early goals, and you can hear him literally put down his controller when it's my turn to shoot. Well, that was a pretty easy win for me. This next game got me pretty frustrated, as my opponent scored 2 goals that I definitely thought I was in position for, and because of that, I lost another 1-goal game. But in game 81, I get my revenge as my opponent needs to score on the final shot, and I snipe him with the flying poke check, giving me the win. Shoutouts to Gong Show, by the way. I've played him a few times in this video. He's definitely gotten the better of me numerous times. Next game, we're with the Canucks, and in a scoring frenzy, we bury 3 goals on 4 shots, and we come away with another win. Game number 83 ends up going to round 7. I clutch up with the flying poke check, and then bury the game winner with Connor Sherry. My opponent gets scored on the first shot of the game. He then unmutes his mic, and all I hear is the worst low humming sound ever. Like, seriously, listen to this. I don't know if that was his plan or not, but it completely threw me off, and I lost the game in extra shooters. What a weird encounter. Game number 85 was an absolute scoring fiasco, and quite frankly, a game that I almost threw away. I played terrible goaltending, and it went all the way to round 8. And I finally made a save after scoring with Tuck, and we took the win. Another great game here, as once again I struggled with goaltending on the first shot. Or maybe I'm just acting like how Markstrom actually plays in real life. Regardless, we put a couple goals up on the board and take the win with the Flames. Alright, game number 87 was the worst game in this video. My opponent got bailed out so hard. On his first goal, he puts the puck through the crease, but it bounces off my pad and goes in. On his second goal, I read him like a book, but the puck found the smallest gap between my pad and blocker, and it still went in. On my next shot, my opponent flops, and I get it by him and somehow put my shot off his skate blade and miss. On my last shot, and since I'm already assuming I lost, I go for a Michigan, and in the middle of the animation, my opponent flops again, and the puck goes off of his helmet and misses. Remember, kids, puck luck is absolutely a thing, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a fraud. We get the next game back, however, as I score on my first 3 shots, and I only let in 1 on 4 shots and walk away with an easy win. That really feels good to get, especially after the last game. My next opponent's name was Sexy Chicks Only. Well, I may not be a sexy chick, but I sure know how to make a sexy save to win the game. And yet another just disgusting game, as on my opponent's second goal, he somehow picked the top blocker when I had it covered, and then on his winning goal, my goalie moved his glove back over the goal line to make the save. 2 shots that easily could have went my way, but instead, we got force-fed a loss. Game number 91 looked like it was gonna go south as I couldn't make a single save. And then this happened. After that, all the momentum went my way, and we squeaked out of there with a 4-3 win. Just another poor showing of goaltending in this one, as I let all 4 shots in. Goaltending definitely costed me in this video quite a few times. But hey, it's also NHL 23, and if you've ever played goalie in this game, you'd understand. I swear I was playing ping pong instead of hockey in game number 93, as 2 separate times I scored after the goalie poke checked the puck off me. Once again, kids, puck luck is definitely real. And in the next game, I get matched up with a kid, and you could tell he was not having a good time on Chel.
Oh my god. Yamamoto, please. I didn't mean to do that, bro.
And in game number 95, my opponent has to score to keep the game alive, and the game freezes. After it fixes, he rings his shot off the crossbar, and I somehow win the game. Carpig, welcome.
What up?
Random appearance in 100 games, but welcome to the show. Since you are so good at NHL 23, I figured that I would want to have you in here and help me complete these 100 games.
I would be glad to do so.
Beautiful. Well, I have 5 challenges set for you, and we're going to see truly how good you are at NHL 23. The first challenge, I want to see if you can beat me in a shootout, and you can only use the Michigan.
Oh, okay.
You can only Michigan. You can choose whatever team you want. I don't care if you use an all-star team. It do not matter to me as long as you Michigan only. Let's see if you can beat me.
I gotta think about how to play this. The Canes is probably gonna be the best.
The Canes is
option.
probably the best. I will remind you too that ping is also a factor in this, and I think we're gonna have a little bit of ping.
All right, so I just have to hope for Svechnikov and then just make the rest of the saves. I want you to sweat too. Like go.
You want me to sweat?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll sweat. I'm down.
Makes it worth it. I low-key got that like a quarter of the
That was
way.
actually not bad. That was
Quarter
not
of the
bad.
way.
Oh, I was trying to go for a standstill.
I may not be a good tendy when it comes to playing actual games, but when it comes to shootout,
can't-
I'm
wait.
always good for these.
You can't say you're not a good tendy after you've stopped me all 3 attempts. That's
Oh my god, I almost
disrespectful.
went backwards.
Oh!
Okay, we got the one guarantee. We got the one guarantee. That's all that matters. We got the one guarantee. I just hope for lights out the rest of the way.
I'm about to lose. What if all these games come to? What is the purpose? What is the reason?
Oh no. Dude, it looked like I was in range. It looked like I was in range.
Oh
no. Whoa, wait, that's going in. That's going in the other net. That was actually on pace to go in the other net from my point of view. His roster is getting thin here.
Hey,
No hand of it against his own team.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Oh my god.
But you did bury one.
I did. That's all that matters. I got
that. That's impressive. That is very impressive.
Ow.
The next challenge I have for you, Carpig, is the True Broadcast Challenge. Both have to change our camera angle to True Broadcast and see who wins.
I should know this
Pick
was
any
coming.
team you want. Do not care what team you pick. Care about what camera you. Oh, this is good.
No warmies, no nothing. Literally just.
Okay, at least
I don't
goalie's
even-
not True Broadcast.
I don't even know if I'm. Yeah. Okay.
You almost scored on that shot. Oh, what the hell?
Wait, my goalie camera. I think. needs to
Wait.
be-
Is it not camera relative, or is it? I gotta check.
Oh wait. Hold up.
What's?
I got it. Hold up. I got this. Oh my god. I can't even see my goalie
Oh
from
yeah.
there, bro.
Oh sh.
I can't even see my goalie from the True Broadcast.
Wait, you're on True Broadcast on goalie too?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that. Wait. Actually, you can't wait.
You wanna restart this?
We'll play this out real quick. Score a goal, will you? I'm gonna change. Yeah,
Alright.
we're gonna run this back. So wait, how'd you change it on goalie? Oh,
goalie camera, yeah.
Oh Jesus! I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
You can't see your goalie. Wait, I can't hug my post. Hello? Oh God.
That's not what I wanted. That is not what I was trying to do, Superb Man. But oh well.
This might be the hardest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god! How does that go in? I have no angle. There's literally no way to tell where I'm at. I don't know why it just doesn't activate.
And run that back. Realize I was starting from this. Oh
no way! How does that count? There's no shot.
What?
Oh my god, bro. There's no way that.
Hey, we take those. We take those.
Oh my god.
No!
Oh my god, bro.
I rang the iron.
Dude, you can't.
Oh no.
You can't.
Oh no.
Why can't you do tap back deeks? You can't do tap back deeks in True Broadcast.
I didn't want to win that way. All right, so the next challenge, Carpig, is the no shooting challenge. You have to put the puck in the net by deking. You cannot flick up on the right stick whatsoever. Tip it in, you can jump deke it in, you can dekers flip it in, I don't care. You just gotta score off a deke. I can't see my goalie. What have I done?
Uh-oh.
What have I done?
Get in there.
Oh.
Yes. Little sneak. It snuck in there.
Oh no. I don't know. No, I don't know what to do. I cracked under pressure.
I keep thinking about the same thing. I'm like, I don't know what to do now.
Next challenge, Mr. Carpig.
Yes.
If you don't know, I am a fan of a certain team in this game. It has been my mission to get a win with them in every game, every video I've done with them. We are going to be taking on Team Japan versus Team Japan. See who can use Team Japan, the worst team in the league, or in the game, better.
Okay. That's not where I thought this was going, but okay. What if I beat you then? Then you'd have to use Team Japan, theoretically, after this.
But I already got a win with Team Japan in this video.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to watch the video. And this is game number 99.
Oh, jeez.
You're not gonna like game 100. Oh
No.
yeah, I'm the master of Team Japan.
Not for long.
Oh yeah, baby. And at the last second I did. Oh Jesus.
Had to give a little shimmy, just a little shimmy shake.
I just lost the puck on a freaking windmill. Oh
No.
yes! I remain king of Team Japan. Let's go.
They're so bad.
See, I think what really helps is the fact that I play with terrible teams, so I'm used to the terribleness.
That is valid.
I think that's what it is. So game number 100, Carpig. Here we are. We've made it through this journey, and we are at the very final game, which means we have one more super special challenge for the video. I need you to grab a t-shirt, a hoodie, you name it. Something is a piece of clothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab one myself. Hold on.
I think I see where this is going.
All right, I need you to ready up.
Yep.
I need you to wrap that t-shirt around your eyes.
Yeah, I knew it was, I knew it was there.
The blindfold challenge.
Can you even hear me when I talk like this?
You're so muffled, it's amazing. I think.
Editor, is this good?
All good here, mate.
Oh yeah, it started. Okay.
Give it the loading screen. Alright, I'm gonna turn up my volume so I can get to some audio cues at least. Oh, it's a save. That's a save. No.
I scored!
No,
You scored? No.
What did it
go off
you,
me?
though? I heard, yeah, it went off you. I heard it.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this back. This is gonna be hilarious.
Yossi or something.
I'm gonna flying poke.
Yes! Let's go!
I did not flying poke. All right, to keep it alive. No!
Oh, I thought that went in.
No!
Did I win?
You won.
Let's go!
And that was 100 games of shootout mode in NHL 23. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and comment down below your favorite game of the 100. Make sure to also subscribe for more NHL content, as NHL 24 is right around the corner. And if you enjoyed the 100 games, check out the video on screen where I played 100 games of World of Chel in NHL 23.